good morning. We have a doll unboxing today, and this is the one. You can just see. Ta-da! As you can see, it is one of the Disney Designer Collection dolls. Now, you may have seen the videos where I have the others. I do have, let me get this right, I have my Snow White. She was my first one. I love Snow White. I have a Merida, and I also have a Cinderella. I don't have another one, do I? I've only bought them in the sales though, because when they first came out, they were about £110, something like that. I got most of my girls as reduced, so that was great. But this one, I thought, well, because they're not on the site as far as I'm aware anymore. We actually went to the seaside and little store we found there. Well, my son found the store and he says, I'm sure it's those dolls, come and have a look. And this is what was there. And it was £24. Massive drop. Apparently there had been a Disney store in that area, and when they closed down, like unfortunately a lot of them have now, this other little shop had bought some of the items. Now there was only two, and I was like, and ahhing, and I'm like, well, no, I should only really get one. But pity I'd not got there when they first got them. I dread to think what items. Dread to think, that's the wrong word. I'd have been excited to see what items they would have had. Now this one, I'll give you a sneak peek this way. I know you've seen the thumbnail, but I've just opened the box. Ta-da! So isn't she just lovely? We have our Moana there. I'm hoping you could see that properly, but we are going top down anyway to have a look in the box, but I might take her partially out of this box before I video it, because I know it's quite a difficult box to get in and out. So we'll see how that goes. If it comes out quickly, I will video the unboxing. Well, I have done that in the previous ones. Box as well, I can't make up my mind. They are really nice, solid boxes. They are good quality boxes, but I don't know whether they're worth keeping, to be honest. As much as they are nice, I mean, they make great gifts because of the boxing that they're in, everything else, but I'm like, they take up a lot of space. So that's a decision I've got to make, so I'm trying to do a bit of clear out at the moment. Because if I did sell these dolls on ever, which I'm not planning on because I've only picked the ones I really like, their value is probably not going to hold. It's just how it is with some of the Disney products as well, where it's like with some of the dolls, the prices drop, some of them go sky high. It's just madness. But I'm not planning on selling them anyway. And if I did, I'm not worried about getting the whole amount back because I paid them at a discount. So I'm quite pleased with that. So let's get into this box, shall we? If you do enjoy my channel, don't forget to please like, subscribe and share. And all my links for my bio are down below, including my Patreon as well. And I'll see you in a second. Top down. Well, as you can see, this is quite a big box. I'm actually stood up at the moment until I get her out. But I thought I'd show you the box because it is beautiful, I must admit. Obviously, we have all the logo designs and it says limited edition. It's one of 9,800, yeah, of course. Oh, I couldn't say that then. I'm not sure what number she is. I think there is certificates. I can't remember. But look how they open. This won't catch the camera. Look at that. They are lovely. Absolutely beautiful boxes. We have little bits of information here. Oh, there we are. She is number 6,145. So I've got a little sort of ID thing there. Oh, I think I'm going to have to keep these boxes, aren't I? I really don't know where to keep them though. That's the problem. In here we have, if I remember rightly, if I can get it off, a little bit of information regarding the designer. So I've just got some scissors here ready. We'll have a quick look. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at the artwork. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right. Is it non-null? I mean, even this, it is quality, I must admit, but I really don't think they're doing them anymore. I was hoping there would be a different Snow White, things like that as they came out, but perhaps they didn't sell well. That is why they got reduced so massively. So it's all a bit sad really, but they are beautiful. And yeah, now opening this box, I've forgotten how nice they are actually in there. Now, I've got to think, if I remember right, this is going to come out. So I am going to pause it because I have to turn this upside down to get into her. In fact, I'll show you the back first, shall I, before I get rid of the box. There, a little bit more information. It's the Ultimate Princess Celebration Disney Designer Collection. It is proud to introduce the Ultimate Princess Celebration Limited Edition monthly series. All right, I didn't know that. That shows I didn't read the other box properly. And they are carefully crafted by artists across the Walt Disney Company. So, and there's a little bit more about the actual designer. I mean, obviously there's a picture of her there. So, I need to get this out of the box now and maybe get a little bit closer as well. So, see you in a second. Well, I'm back. It's a good job that I did unbox it off the screen because it took so long to do it. Believe you me, this girl has so many tags in her. It was unreal. I just don't get it. I just really don't. So I just kept this on the table just because I wanted to show you what it looked like. I mean, it's really nice. This is sort of a bit of a plush and a stand. These are boxes if you're keeping them in the boxes. That makes sense. Of course, they would make, if you had the room to lay them out, they would look wonderful. But most of us don't have that luxury. So I've already clipped everything out. So I've taken her out, but that's what it looks like sort of behind. So I just thought I'd let you have a look at that. So put that back on the floor. As you can see, there's bits of tags and things and in the back of her head. In fact, there's still some. Can you see them all tied up into a bun here? These all need clipping out properly. She has a wire around her waist, which is underneath her dress. So I'm going to be careful. That's not coming out until we take her dress off. But you can see there's bits of elastic. It was just clip city. I mean, this one, I mean, what's this about? I think, I get it. They want to keep it stable in the box, but how come other companies can do it with just a ribbon, you know, and that's it, that's enough. I mean, this is stitched to the dress. I don't know whether we're supposed to keep it or not, but I don't need that. I've got tags in her dress. As you can see, the tags are all falling out. So let's have a look at her then. This is a stand. The gorgeous stands, again, they're signed by the designer. They're really nice. They're like the little saddle stands, so she sits in it so you can see her dress properly. So that's nice. Let me move that out of the way. And let's get on to the girl herself. She is absolute beauty. The quality of the clothes with these dolls is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I mean, you can just feel the quality. I don't know, it sounds silly saying it feels heavy, but yeah, it feels quality. I mean, these gorgeous, gorgeous ruffles. I mean, look at this. So many ruffles. And look, each layer is a proper little ruffle layer with satin in between. And then the lining is another satin. So there's 2 layers there, which is really lovely, beautifully finished. All this braid, well, this is machine embroidered, I would say. Oh, another tag there. Dear me, I just don't get these tags. It's stunning. Now, these are the designer's interpretation of the character. So it's like with my others, you know, Snow White doesn't look like she's dressed in a Snow White dress. It's just a designer's version, and they are so, so beautiful. But this is, oh, I just love all these ruffles. Oh, look, she's got another piece of elastic. Is that keeping her legs together? I don't know why that's necessary. But again, all machine embroidered. These, I think these little dots are placed on. And it's just lovely. I think it's all in one piece, the dress. She does have this, which I'm not sure. That is also attached. I mean, this is so nicely done. And again, great quality. So let's have a look. I don't know where to start, to be honest. There's so many bits on it. Oh, look at the bag. Now, if you know Moana, you're going to know sort of what these are. These are part of things that are in the films. More elastic and more elastic. But what a nice sort of nod to it by doing it on the bag. I think that is really lovely. Can you see the design? I think I'm going to take the bag off her wrist because... well, I will do if I can get the elastic off first. I don't know whether these scissors are a bit big to get in there, to be honest. Have I done it? I don't know. It's not coming off very easy. If I can stretch the elastic, I can then cut it. I don't want to cut the bag. See, that's the other thing with all these tags. It damages things. I mean, again, closer look at the bag. That's actually a proper piece of chain. You know, it's not plastic. That is chain, proper gold chain. Obviously, the bag doesn't open. That would be nice, but I think we'd be asking for an awful lot for that. But Yeah, that is lovely. Absolutely love that. And I get that elastic off her wrist, which is now stuck in the joint. You see I'm slowly collecting up the bits here. Where shall we start? Shall we? Ooh, where do I start? Where do I start? I don't know. Let's just carry on looking at her generally. I mean, look at her hair. How cute is this? And this detail in here. This is actually, can you see? It's just like a comb that's sort of clipped into her hair. Because she's just going to be on display, that will just stay as it is. She's got her hair in this tight bun. And down to her actual face, she's got proper eyelashes, which are lovely. And they're not silly long. I know I've had some and the length of the eyelashes are ridiculous. But these are okay. The makeup is lovely. I mean, she has such a pretty, pretty little face. She's also got a necklace, which is just like a little plastic necklace. Which, does that come off? I think it probably will. Well, it would again if it wasn't attached by elastic. So I think we need to take a dress off because I need to get this out. Ah, we have a separate little belt, which is just sort of velcroed, which is nice. Does this come off then? No, it doesn't. It is attached to the actual dress. And again, as you can see, she's got more elastic. Have to excuse me, doll. Let's see if I can get in. I can't even lift it up. The elastic doesn't want to come off. Oh, we'll have a look when I get the dress off. Oh, I thought her arm felt a bit loose then. I was about to panic. It doesn't. It was just the movement. So, somehow, there we go. So that was what was holding her in, basically. And then this, the elastic, is what's holding the necklace on. More elastic. So that's the little necklace, which is really sort of quite sweet. And we'll put that there as well. And this is the body that we have. She has painted on underwear, like they do. Didn't comment on the shoes. Look at those. Aren't they nice? They are lovely shoes. She does have articulation on the ankle as well, which is nice. Not a massive amount, but again, she's going to be a display doll anyway. But I do love the shoes. I love the nod to sort of the movie sort of destination and things like that. We have a bend on the knee. It's just a basic forward and back bend, but it's quite a good one. Does she bend that way? Now, her legs do splay if you try and sit her down, which happens with a lot of dolls, doesn't it? I don't know whether they feel particularly tight joints. They feel a little bit loose. Not really got much on the hip at all. It does go backwards. It does sort of go forwards, but it's a little loose. No sideways. No waist movements, but again, the designer dolls have a tendency not to because they're not meant to be played with, are they? Shoulders, nice movement on there. We have some elbow movement and we have some wrist movement, but not enough to sort of, well, she can sort of look as if she's touching her hair or top of her head, but she can't actually touch her face. She can't get in there. She does have like little nails. There's a little shape where the nails would be. I hope you can see that okay. It's really weird having the camera in this position because I've had to have it so high as well because of the box. But yeah, it's sort of different for blurring and things like that than normal. The plastic, can you hear it? That's the sort of, that sounds more solid, that's more hollow. So you can hear there's a couple of different plastics there. On the back, it just says Disney made in China. On the back of her head, again, Disney China. Head movements, let's see. We get a head tilt. You all know I love a head tilt because it's just so cute on a photograph. Does it go forward a little bit and back a little bit? So there's some nice movement there. To be honest, now looking back at these, because I mean, it was a while ago I got my first one. And then since then I had the Disney Illy dolls. Now I've come back to look at these bodies. To be honest, they're very similar to the Illy dolls, which there's pros and cons for. I mean, like we've got a little bit of looseness going off there. But for me, it won't matter because I say she's going on display. Can we have another look at this dress, I think, so we can see it properly? So the quality of this it's just quite outstanding. There you go. If you want to check in case you were sort of buying one second hand to prove that it is the real thing. But yeah, it is stunning. I mean, it was the dress that really did it for me. I know it's not Spanish, but it gives that sort of flamenco vibes, doesn't it? And as a child, I was quite obsessed. A friend of ours, a friend of my mum's, used to go to Spain a lot, and so she had loads of the. I mean, if you're my generation, you'll know what I'm talking about. Loads of these like flamenco dolls that she'd bring back from Spain, and she had loads of displays on them, but you weren't allowed to touch them. And I was so desperate to get my hands on them. I used to just sit there staring at them, being fascinated by all the ruffles of the dresses and everything else. They were beautiful. I mean, they weren't toys, they are display pieces. But yeah, I found them quite fascinating. So the dress I completely fell in love with anyway. But the other details are just so lovely. I mean, I love the shoes, I love the bag, necklace, you know. But I mean, she is super pretty. Love her hair. Love these details here, and they look like they've got like little gems in there as well. So yeah, a lot of sort of nods to the film, but they've sort of elevated it up from there. So that's my Moana girl, my designer collection one. Super pleased with that. Need to find a space for her now. Definitely running out of space now. So thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy my channel, please like, subscribe and share, and just check out all the links in the bio, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye for now.